Hey guys, it's your girl Tower Crush back with another review, and this time it is for Sistas on BET. If you haven't already, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Thank you so very much. And this was a pretty good episode, so I want to get right into it. So we started out at Zatima's house, because remember, Zatima invited Karen over and Andy invited herself. That being said, they called Karen over so that they could discuss child support, the baby and things like that. Amicably, before anything, pops off or anything like that, before they even find out whose baby it is. And of course, Karen is, shady as ever. She's being condescending. She's not really listening. She's giving one-word answers. I don't need your money. I got my own money, remember? It was never about the money, Zach. Blah, 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 blah. And I already get a daddy for my baby, okay? Why you try to throw Aaron in his face? You got your face cracked. Because when you going on your rant, that desk, you built that desk for me. You said it was for me. And now it's in here. And blah, 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 blah. And these pictures, all these pictures. And then she saw the ring. Ooh, the beautiful ring that was on the mantle. It was sitting there. Next to the picture. She was trying to hide it, but she seen it anyway. I said, oh my God. Karen gonna lose her man. Y'all engaged? Y'all engaged? Yeah. So why you think the baby gonna have two daddies? The baby gonna have two mamas too. The baby gonna have two mamas too. So get ready. Get ready. If that's his baby. Because I think you a little too comfortable saying that you know it's his. You don't know that. I need to see some DNA. And I don't understand why Zach wouldn't say we need to do a DNA test. I've got the money to do it before the baby gets here. I do. Let's do it. It's like, what, $1,500? It's not an extreme amount for somebody like Zach who has a lot of money. And then you'll know right away whether or not you have to do this or that for him. Or for the baby, I should say. So, I think that would be the smartest thing to do. And I think that's what they would do in real life. But this is, of course, a Tyler Perry series. So, no. Maurice just needs to chill. He called, Calvin, and Calvin answered the phone, and Calvin's being nice or whatever, trying to get, him to chill out because he's already acting like he wants to, say something, sign some paperwork against Sabrina, knowing that neither one of them are guilty. And I just feel like it's stupid because, bro, you are the one that insisted on keeping this man around. He done robbed you. You insist on keeping him around. He swear he done learned his lesson. He take you all the way to the bank, get you in all of this funk. And then you still let him stay there. Now, it was Calvin's fault that he initially stayed there because you said no. Calvin said, please, just let him stay. He's got a really sad story. And, of course, you let him stay and you kept on letting him stay. So then it was your fault. It was on you then. So you and Calvin need to figure this out because you need to sit on it. You need to stand on it. You the one that wanted that man around. Nobody else. Sabrina tried to tell you, stop fooling with him. You said, I know what I'm doing. 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 No, you don't. Because now you in jail. Looking to try to get Sabrina locked back up because you're in there. You are the only one that needs to be in there of the two of you. So don't even think about it. That little weak case ain't going nowhere. Now, last week, Gary asked Andy, could he come over later? And she said she would let him know, right? Because the girls was coming over. He had plans. And so he was just like, just let me come over. He goes, anyway. Like, bro, you wasn't even supposed to be there. She told you no. But what really ticks me off is that you standing there bucket naked. You don't know what she's got planned. What you was just trying to make sure that it wasn't going to be no dude over there. She wasn't bringing the man home. That's that old jealousy stuff. You had no business being there. And you and your doggone feelings. So what really ticked me off, though, is that when Andy came and realized that he had been there, she's like, let me go call him. No, girl, you're supposed to check him. Why was you over at my house when I told you not to be there? I told you no. So what are you doing? Like, bro, like and Sabrina and Danny having their conversation, it really made me mad because Sabrina, why are you being coy, not telling his name? You should have just said Q. You said the guy that got us into all of this. Q would have been so much easier. Q is the one that got beat up by Calvin. I just knew it was all going to come out. But no, you want to be coy. The guy that got us in all of this, Calvin really beat him up. Whose name shall remain nameless. I was so mad at her. Like, what is he going to take? I just don't know. I mean, and you would have thought Danny would have talked about being out for drinks with somebody. She didn't say anything. So I just thought that was just kind of strange to me. Kind of strange. And I think it's really, really disappointing that Karen really came down on Andy like Andy was supposed to tell her that they were engaged. It was none of Andy's business to tell her. And she wouldn't want Andy going back telling Fatima everything that she knows about Karen. So Karen is just a very selfish, self-centered, egotistical. She's terrible. Because she in Zach's house going to say that she didn't need his money. But in there she's like, he going to offer me $3,000. And I don't know, he makes more than that. No, he don't make more than that. He's an investor in the market. That is not steady money. That is not income that you can count to be stable, because the market can do anything at any time and he could be broke next week. So stop saying that he's making money. He's not making anything. He made some money. It's just crazy how, the writing and things like this is just so far from the truth. Like, I don't care what state you in. You're not getting $500,000 off the top. Really? Really? She gonna sue for $500,000. Why? That don't even make sense, bro. If he's got money in the bank, that doesn't entitle you to half of it. You haven't even presented your expenses yet. Can you show expenses that would say that you need $500,000? Because Zach is living in a nice place, but it ain't all that. That place ain't all that. That's a duplex. So, I don't understand why they are just letting that part go, and they just keep doing it, keep doing it. And it's like, no, that's stupid. $500,000. I'm like, oh my God. And then Zach didn't even want to open the envelope. Do you think it's just going to go away if you don't open it? Do you think if you don't open the envelope, then that means that I didn't really get served? Yes, you did. You just want to be shocked. You don't even know, if you don't open the envelope, you don't even know when you're supposed to be in court. So what, you going to miss the court date and then have the judge just rule it in her favor? I'm going to need you to be just a little smarter than that. Oh, and honestly, at this point, if she feels like she needs $500,000, maybe she just needs to hand me custody, right? Maybe you don't need to have the child. You done already came over my house drunk with the child. You done already, you already a stripper. We made him in a strip club. You are very irresponsible as an adult. So I think Zach would have a very good case to take the baby and raise him as his own. His boy anyway. He's only 3. He needs his daddy. He don't need no drunk mother. So that's what Zach needs to do. He needs to counter for custody. Period. Custody. Because I think that would be a nice addition to the Fatima lineup. You know what I'm saying? Him actually raising his son. That's a lot that can go with that storyline. Him maturing, taking the boy. Maybe they join a football team or a baseball team, t-ball, whatever. I just definitely see that being a good thing, if he can get custody. I mean, if, Tyler can allow him to be a man and think, for himself. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that you need to do a DNA test with Karen's baby. I'm not going to borrow any problems You know, I'm not going to ask the universe to loan me some problems that I don't have yet. So how about you make sure that Karen's baby is yours before you even go asking and offering her anything. But she done already said she would sign whatever agreement. But that was over there. But who knows what she's going to do now. You know, but it's just disheartening. She comes stumbling in, and of course Preston's there's waiting. And you know, she done already told the girls that she's seen the other girls' engagement ring. I already said when she opened it up, that's your ring, girl. Why would he bring somebody else's ring to your house? Like, why would he just have that on him? Can you make it make sense to me, Danny? Because how did you not know that that was for you? Like, he would have had no reason to bring it in the house. He couldn't leave it in the car if it wasn't yours. Like... And so, of course, he gets on one knee and proposes to her, and she's laughing. She doesn't really believe it. But that's exactly what happened. He proposed, and she didn't give her answer yet. I know she better say yes. I know she better say yes. That's all I know. Because at this point, who gonna marry you, Danny? You are damaged goods, and you are moving through your coochie. You are not trying to get to know anybody. You are trying to get to know their members to see if you can make them a regular. And that's not cool. You too old for that. So go on and say yes to Preston. Even though I don't care for him, he cares for you. And that's all that matters. So you need to make that happen. Pronto. Okay? So yeah, I mean, this was a pretty good episode. We can see Karen, you know, really coming around to Aaron. We see, you know, Andy still being stupid over Gary. Nothing's changed there. Preston hasn't, you know, proposed to Danny. You got Sabrina sitting over there looking like a lost puppy, begging Andy to do something for Maurice, who I feel like leave Maurice in there. And if Maurice, you know, signs any paperwork, he's just going to look like the snake. And then we'll call Madam on him and have Madam do something to Maurice. You thought, oh, boy kicked your butt. No. We're going to send Madam after you, ma'am. So we're just going to have to see how it goes out, because we got a lot coming up. Next week is going to be so good. I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, next week it looks like it's going to be a very good and juicy episode. So yeah, we're going to see if Gary's true colors really come out again, because we already know he ain't changed. He's just trying to get his girl back. And she just need to leave him alone, because he can't take nothing that he put in her name, and she didn't ask him to, and she didn't promise him nothing. Period. And that's just all I got to say on that. All right. So again, if you haven't, please hit my subscribe button down at the bottom. Okay, guys, and I just want to remind you, my movie is out and available for streaming. All you have to do is log into the Watch MVN app. That is Watch MVN, Millennium Vision Network. You log in there. It's free. They've got lots of content on there, and my movie is one of the slithers of content. You can find it under the featured section or the comedy section, and it is called Starstruck. I will include a link in the description of this video. You click the link, and it gives you all the different ways that you can download the app, Roku, Google Cast. There's just 1,000 different ways you can download the app, okay? Fire Stick TV, and it's like... So your support is definitely appreciated in advance. And then let me know how you feel, if you like it. I don't want to hear no negative stuff. I'm honest and not sensitive. Okay? All right. And that is my $5.02. Peace.